captures energy from the sun and converts it into food. Okay? Alright, now pause. So Fede, what exactly are producers and consumers?
Well, the producer is the one that produces his own food. Like a plant produces what it needs.
So what is it called?
The scientific name for a producer is a autotroph.
Good.
Like auto means like by itself, manually. And like troph, I don't know what that means.
So what exactly is the consumer then?
A consumer is something that eats other producers or other consumers, and the consumer does not make its own food, and it just eats off of other things. Little friend here is a consumer. It's a ladybug. It eats other autotrophs. It eats plants.
Yes.
Which are autotrophs. This is an example of a consumer.
They are all autotrophs. They get their energy from the sun. Yes, they do.
What exactly happens during photosynthesis?
Well, there are two steps of photosynthesis. And in the first step of photosynthesis, the plant captures energy from the sun. And the plant captures the energy from the sun from this main pigment called the chlorophyll, which the chlorophyll then converts the energy into something that we'll be talking about in the second step. What happens in stage 2 or step 2 of photosynthesis?
In the second stage of photosynthesis, cells produce sugars.
What are those sugars called exactly?
Well, they use hydrogen that came from the spinning of the water in stage 1. Cells also use carbon dioxide from the air.
What's the sugar called?
I don't know.
Glucose.
Glucose. Yeah, glucose.
Alright. Okay.
This is the equation. The events of photosynthesis that lead to the production of glucose can be summed up by the following chemical equation. What is the chemical equation for photosynthesis?
The chemical equation for photosynthesis is light energy plus 6 CO2, which is carbon dioxide, plus 6 H2O, which is water, then plus yields plus glucose, which is C6H12O6 plus 6O2, which is oxygen.
Okay.
That would be the photosynthesis equation.
Okay, thank you. Well, that was
The
complicated.
photosynthesis equation is light energy plus 6 CO2, carbon dioxide, plus 6 H2O, water, yields, then C6H12O6, glucose, plus 6O2, which is oxygen.
What happens to the sugars produced in photosynthesis?
Well, the plant cells use some of the sugars for food. The cells break down these molecules in a process that releases energy. This energy can then be used to carry out the plant's functions, such as growing and making seeds. Some sugar molecules are made into other compounds, such as cellulose for cell walls. Other sugar molecules may be stored in the plant's cells for later use. When you eat food from plants, such as potatoes or carrots, you are eating the plant's stored energy.
This is boring.
This formula is C6H12O6, and that is a type of carbohydrate. This is the photosynthesis song. Ow!
Unlike me and you, plants need CO2, and they make oxygen that stops us turning blue. Every plant can mental process, and we can call this photosynthesis. It's a miracle how all the chlorophyll catches sunlight in the leaves of the plants and the trees. A plant of any size can
Wow.
do it if it tries, but we're not green, so we can't photosynthesize. Every plant can do this.
This is amazing!
Synthesis! Destruction.
You guys, that's it for today. That was our class, and
I hope you like this treat.
Seen a marvelous redfish swimming in the ocean waters. Have you seen the marvelous redfish? He's like an English sandwich for a fisherman and sharks.
Hope you guys liked our treat. We have nothing else to put, and we have like 20 seconds left, so
bye-bye.
here's Carlos doing nothing. Waving, wave. Wave for the camera. Wave for the camera. Wave for the camera. Wave.